大家好. All right, so this week we're going to talk about something that is quite important for, I think in general, martial artists. This is going to be beneficial to understand this key point. Okay, we're going to talk about this phrase called 力不出尖. Okay, in direct translation, it means power doesn't extrude. Or, I mean, obviously, this is a phrase that's created to teach. Okay, so power shouldn't extrude. Okay, so what does it mean? 力 is power. 不 means no. 力不出尖 means 尖 is a tip. Okay, it's something that's sharp. So a simplified from just the words, it means that something that is flat, something that extrudes out. Okay. What does it mean in a martial art context? It means that when we someone strike with the elbow, someone throws a punch, that is 出尖. This is 出尖. Okay, that means your body is standing up, it's flat. When you throw a strike, that is something that extrudes. Okay. From a structural, physical standpoint, of course, you want to attack someone or you're throwing a strike. Of course, that is a 尖. Okay, but from a power standpoint, power delivery standpoint, you want to deliver everything all at once. Okay, that's what it means. So, say 马步冲锤, okay, it looks like, okay, this is a punch, but how many times I have repeatedly say, power expands in all directions. So just in the BajiShu training side, everything that you do is have the equal amount of power that extrudes, express in all directions. That's basically what BajiShu means. So if you do a 马步冲锤, you have the equal amount of power that's throwing back, pulling back, equal amount of power that's sinking down, and your head is pushing up. So everything that you do, you basically explode, right? So you basically treat yourself as a grenade. You just explode, explode, explode. So 力不出尖, so that kind of explains a little bit of 力不出尖 because of the power expressed in all directions equally. So it is no particular extrusion of power. Okay, so in the BajiShu context, that's what it means. Another in 形意拳, for example, that is a good example because although we talk about internal style, 内家拳, everything 内家拳 practice follows this rule. When you attack, it's the whole body that is advancing, or the power is through the whole body advancing. In 形意拳, it's easier to understand because they basically dissect the body into three sections: the top, middle, and the bottom section. Actually, that's not true. 八卦掌 does that too. So I think in a lot of the so-called internal styles, does it have that sort of dissection into the body. So 形意拳, when you apply an attack, you're not just like, for example, you do a 崩拳. This is not just this is extruding. Okay, this is the 尖. Okay, it's not because that is going forward. That is punching. That is the delivery. That is a touching point. That is the contact point, and that is what is going to strike at our opponent. But in terms of power delivery, what really makes these amazing styles so effective is because of this concept, 力不出尖. It's because the whole body advances forward. I often tell my student, or I teach my student, that whenever you see an elbow or somebody who's trying to express BajiShu, oh, I know BajiShu. Okay, so they just do some elbow, or someone says, oh, that looks like BajiShu, just because they see an elbow. So what happens when you remove that elbow element? Is it still BajiShu? If you remove all elbow elements, what makes BajiShu BajiShu, right? Like I said earlier, what makes BajiShu is the all-direction explosive power expression. That is what makes BajiShu BajiShu, not just the elbow. Elbow is just one of the many moves. And when you deliver an elbow, this is also the whole body going in. The leg goes in, attack. The head pushes up. The elbow is just happen to be the delivery point. No difference than a 冲锤. No difference than a 靠. Okay, so even if you use a body attack, body check, 铁三靠. 铁三靠 is exactly what we're talking about here is 力不出尖 because the posture itself is using a whole entire plane to attack the legs, the lower section, midsection, top section. So that is a exact application of 力不出尖. But 力不出尖 applies to a punch, an elbow, a shoulder, everything, right? So keep that concept of 力不出尖 when you are practicing not just BajiShu, like I mentioned earlier, in 八卦. So when you walk, when you throw, it's the whole body, right? Taiji, of course, it has this theory in it. 形意拳 is obvious. Yeah, so keep in mind of this whole body expression when you attack, when you go in. This is also a combat strategy as well for a lot of the higher level Chinese martial art. The tactic, the combat tactic is the whole body attacks. Okay. All right, this is a short one, but this is an important one. All right, till next time.